Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. All of you can revise page number 15. The atomic mass, relative atomic mass sheet.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We'll start in a couple of minutes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, so I will ask a few questions from the previous class. So 21 Dipanshu, can you tell what is the meaning of atomic mass? So the atomic mass, do we need to refer to the textbook or we can calculate?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Dipanshu. Okay. Ashish Kumar, roll number 2.
Yes, sir.
So this atomic mass, so this value how can we get? For example, I want to know the atomic mass of hydrogen. So how can we know that what is the atomic mass of hydrogen?
So mass of one atom of an element by the 12th, 1 by 12th of the mass of C12 atom, carbon 12 atom.
Hmm. So my question, you have to listen carefully. My question is, how will you know the atomic mass of hydrogen? Okay, there are three terms are there. No, one is atomic mass, one is relative atomic mass or atomic weight, and the third one is atomic mass unit, or which you say AMU. Okay, three terms are there. Okay, so okay, I think who else can answer? Ohm 37. Can you answer that? How can we know the atomic mass of any atom or element? Ohm 37. Parth 38. Okay, any one of you who can answer? How can you find the atomic mass?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Parth.
Sir, may I?
Okay, Parth, answer. Atomic mass, how can we find out?
How can you find out atomic mass?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the difference between atomic mass and relative atomic mass?
Sir, may I say?
Okay. Tatsam, you want to answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, I answer which question? The difference between atomic mass and atomic weight, or how
First,
can we find the atomic mass?
you can first answer the difference between atomic mass and relative atomic mass.
Sir, atomic mass is the actual or absolute mass of an element or an atom,
Correct.
which can be obtained experimentally.
Experimentally, yes, correct. And a relative
And
atomic
the
mass?
relative atomic mass is the atomic mass. No, sir. How much heavier is that element from 1 by 12 the mass of carbon 12?
Correct. Correct. Okay, that is good answer. So basically, you see, atomic mass relative atomic mass and atomic or what you say unified atomic mass unit. Okay, that is in short form called AMU, atomic mass unit or unified atomic mass unit. So earlier we used to write AMU, now simply we write only U. Okay, so now atomic mass, relative atomic mass. Atomic mass is absolute. Okay, you have to revise after the class. Okay, absolute mass. How can you know the absolute mass? You have to experimentally do that using the instruments and all. We have to determine what is the real mass. Mass is something which is inherent property of that substance. Okay, we cannot do it by calculating, okay, we will take something as standard. Those things we cannot do. Atomic mass means absolute mass. It has to determine experimentally. But relative atomic mass, what we have to do, we will take relative to something. So something we will take as a standard. The standard we are following today is carbon 12 atom, and compared to carbon 12 we will determine the atomic mass of the other atoms. Okay, so the carbon 12 is taken as the standard. Now atomic mass unit, in atomic mass unit, what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? Okay, you have to answer in atomic mass units. So what will be your answer? Here everywhere we are taking hydrogen as example. Okay, hydrogen as example. So first is atomic mass. Hydrogen atomic mass is 1.66 into 10 power of minus 24 grams. Okay, experimentally we got this value. Okay, hydrogen. What is the relative atomic mass of hydrogen? Mass of one atom of the element divided by 1 by 12th mass of carbon 12. So when you divide that, what you will get? Yesterday we have seen. Okay, that is not saved. Okay, so during the class you have to see here the same value you will get, but here units are there, here there will be no units because numerator denominator that will the weight will be cancelled, but the units there is no units, but the value will come same. In the unified atomic mass unit AMU, the hydrogen mass will be atomic mass will be 1 AMU, carbon 12 will be 12 AMU, like that. Okay, so yeah. Next, that was about the atomic mass. Now we are looking at the relative molecular mass. Relative molecular mass. Okay, relative molecular mass. So what is the difference between atom and molecule? You tell with the example of say oxygen. Okay, who want to answer? Anshuraj, you want to answer? Difference between an atom and molecule. Take oxygen as example. Anshuraj, you are getting my voice? Okay. Khushi Rai 28, you want to answer? Adhya Sambhavi, you want to answer? Difference between atom and molecule. Take oxygen as the example. Anyone want to answer?
Sir, may I?
Okay. Okay, you can go ahead. Ashna Kumari.
An atom of oxygen cannot exist independently, and whereas the molecule of oxygen can exist independently.
Okay. So that means atom is unstable, molecule is stable. So what will be the formula of the atom of oxygen?
O.
Oh. Molecule of oxygen?
O2.
O2.
O2. Okay. So when you say molecule of oxygen, two atoms of oxygen are linked to each other. Okay. Then only they become the stable. Now here the term is relative molecular mass. Okay, earlier we saw is the atomic mass. Now for example, I want to know the relative molecular mass of oxygen molecule O2. Okay, how can we determine this one? It is relative. Okay, so for oxygen what should be the relative molecular mass?
Sir, 32.
32, because for the atom it is oxygen atom it is 16 AMU.
16.
So we saw earlier oxygen atom it is a 16 AMU. but because it is molecule, 2 atoms will be there, so 2 into 16 will come 32. Okay, now what units we will write, whether there will be any units or no units. Here what we are doing is
32 AMU.
AMU. Okay, now what we are doing is we are following this universally. Okay, so earlier people want to follow absolute, so simply they are telling atomic mass, but working with atomic mass is very difficult because very complicated numbers will come into 10 to power of minus 24 grams, like that. It's not so easy to work with those numbers, so then we go to relative atomic mass. It is a unitless quantity. Okay, but in AMU, atomic mass unit, when we are looking, okay, we will write like this, atomic AMU, or simply these days they write the U. Now oxygen molecule O2, 2 into 1632 AMU. Okay, now we will take example of say glucose, C6H12O6. Okay, atomic mass, relative atomic mass of carbon is
12.
12. 12 into 6. Okay, plus hydrogen
1 into 2.
1 into, here 12 it is, 12
12.
plus oxygen
16 into 6.
16.
16 into 6.
Okay, so you can solve this one and you will get the answer. The answer will have the units of AMU. Okay, so in this way you can solve. There are some questions in your textbook. Okay, you can solve this one. How much it will go? Use a calculator or whatever you want to use. Okay, you are quick in calculation. 6 to the 12.
That will be 180.
72 plus 12 plus 6 6 are 36, 96. Okay, so 6 plus 4, 10. Okay, 7 8 9 9 9 180 AMU. Okay, glucose. Similarly, there is another thing, that is cane sugar. In your textbook it is given cane sugar. Okay, we are looking at page number 16 for some of the people who may not be following page number 16. Cane sugar, it is a double of glucose. Okay, 2 glucose will join together to form the cane sugar, which is also called sucrose, that we are consuming in our house, the regular sugar we are eating in the house. The formula is C12H22O11. So here we want, this is a molecule of cane sugar. Is the statement correct? This is one molecule of cane sugar. Is my statement correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So now, because it is one molecule, we can find out the molecular mass. So we will find out the molecular mass. So go ahead. Okay, solve this one. 12 atoms are there. Carbon 12 atomic mass units. 1 into 22 atoms. Hydrogen 1 atomic mass unit into 22 atoms are there, plus oxygen 16 atomic mass units into 11.
337.
Okay, so that is coming to 342 something. It's already solved in your textbook. 342. Units are important. Okay, so what happens in exam, students they will do calculation, everything fine, excellent, but you forget to write the units. So if it is say 2 marks question, then you will get only 1 mark for this, because that is the importance. You need to write the units. Okay, whether it is a gram or kilogram or AMU or whatever it may be. Okay, now that is relative molecular mass. Next one, the percentage composition. What is the meaning of percentage? percent composition.
Sir, every 100.
Per
Sir,
100. If there are 100, in that 100, how much is something x? That is what is percent. The percentage composition of a compound is the percentage by weight of each element present in it. Okay, so one compound is there. Okay, you want to know the percentage composition of an element, that will be equal to the total weight of the element in one molecule, that is the, you can say, weight of the molecule, by gram molecular weight of the compound. Okay, now that you can write it as the molecular weight, relative molecular weight. You can write relative molecular weight or relative molecular mass. Okay, see, different terms are there. I will just write here. Okay, don't confuse. One is a relative molecular mass, other is molecular weight. Here another term these people have written, that is a gram molecular weight. Okay, molecular mass. Okay, these are different terms. Clear, you should be very clear with what is the meaning of each term. Relative molecular mass, just like relative atomic mass, it is relative to what? What is the standard here?
Carbon 12.
Carbon 12. Okay, so you can always see like this, C for carbon, C for captain. Okay, so the scientists have chosen the captain, the role model, this as carbon 12, whether you are taking atom or you are taking molecule, carbon 12. We have discussed earlier why carbon 12 is chosen. Now this relative molecular mass, because mass, no, in mass we are using the term here relative molecular mass. This relative molecular mass is same as molecular weight. Okay, why weight? What is the meaning of weight? Is it absolute quantity or relative quantity? Relative quantity. It itself, because it is already relative quantity, you don't have to write relative molecular weight. But mass is a absolute quantity, we are writing relative molecular mass. Got the difference? Now this,
Yes, sir.
in your textbook it is given gram molecular weight. Okay, so when you say gram molecular weight, that means more specifically this molecular weight, you have to use the units grams. That is the only thing. Okay, the units for the molecular weight will be in grams, that is gram molecular weight. And what is molecular mass? It is a what type of quantity? Absolute. We have to determine experimentally, it is a molecular mass. Okay, so here percentage composition, weight of the molecule divided by the gram molecular weight. Okay, in your book don't write short form like I am writing, you follow what is given in your textbook. Weight of the molecule divided by the gram molecular weight of the compound into 100. Now how this one came? So suppose we are taking example of water, and we want to know how much percentage hydrogen is there in water. Just by looking at it, you may say that okay, this is 2 and oxygen is 1 atom, so maybe this is a double of oxygen. Hydrogen will be double of oxygen, 2:1 ratio. Okay, so let us see what is going to be percentage composition. So first what we have to do, we have to write the weight of the hydrogen. The weight of the hydrogen is how much?
1.
Yeah, the weight of hydrogen is 1 watt. Should we write some units?
1. Yes, sir.
Wait.
Sir, 1 gram.
1 gram. Weight, no. Weight, then why you are referring so much? Weight. How much, what is the weight of this vegetable? What is the weight of this one? Gram, kilogram you will use. Let's say my question is that only, what is the weight of hydrogen? 1 gram. Weight of hydrogen is 1 gram. Is the statement correct? Weight of how much of hydrogen is 1 gram?
1 atom of hydrogen.
1 atom of hydrogen.
Are you sure that the weight of 1 atom of hydrogen will be 1 gram? Can you believe that? That one hydrogen atom will have the weight of 1 gram? That is not possible, no? So here you will learn in mole concept and all. Now I think we will not go into that one, but in your further classes you will learn about mole concept, MOLE, mole. What is a mole? Little bit maybe in your previous class you were in your 8th class, little bit introduction was there, mole concept. A mole of a substance, Avogadro number of molecules. Okay, forget about that one. So the weight of hydrogen in when you are taking 1 mole of the substance, it will come 1 gram. Here 2 atoms of hydrogen are there, so into 2 you will do, that is coming to 2 grams. 2 grams out of the total, what is the molecular weight of water? Let us calculate. So 1 into 2 plus oxygen here is again 1 into 16. Okay, so that will be equal to 2 plus 16 is equal to 18. So we are taking the weight in grams here. So 18 grams of water, if the relative molecular mass of water is 18 grams, is my statement correct? Relative molecular mass I am telling in grams. Is it a correct statement?
No, sir.
Definitely not correct statement. Okay, see example number 7. Understand, it is very important. Understand. Okay, in the example number 7, you see the relative molecular mass of water is 1 into 2 plus 16 is equal to 18. Okay, there any units are not written. Why? Because it is written relative molecular mass. So for relative molecular mass there is no units. Okay, but then if you take the 18 grams of water, how much of hydrogen will be the weight in that one? That will be equal to the 2 grams. Okay, if we are taking in grams, that is the gram molecular weight. So if we are writing in gram molecular weight, then it will be 18 grams of water, it will contain 2 grams of hydrogen. Therefore if 18 grams of water contains the 2 grams of hydrogen, then 100 grams of water will have how much? That is the question. So you will calculate like that. So 2 into cross multiply 2 into 100 divided by 18. So you can solve this one, and then we get that some 11.11 grams. Okay, so 11.11 grams of hydrogen is there. So the percentage will be this 11% roughly 11.1% of hydrogen is there in water. Okay, so similarly you solve one more question and you see, you have to try by yourself. Okay, you try this next question. calculate the percentage of nitrogen in urea. Okay, that is example number 8. Urea is NH2 CO NH2. Okay, CO carbonyl is there on both sides. This amino groups are there. This is the urea. So here the question is, we have to calculate the percentage of nitrogen in the urea. What is the relative atomic mass of nitrogen, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen is already given in the question. Okay, in the question it will be given relative atomic mass. So based upon that one, we have to determine the relative molecular mass. So calculate, all of you. Okay, don't look at the solution and try to calculate yourself. So first you will see that nitrogens how many are there, hydrogens how many are there, carbon, oxygen, all the elements you will write down, and then you will write how many of them are there. Here there are the 2 nitrogens, 4 hydrogens, 1 carbon, 1 oxygen. Then you can write here that what is the relative atomic mass. For nitrogen it is 14, hydrogen it is 1, carbon is 12, and oxygen is 16. Then multiply all of this. So you will get a 28, 4, 12 and 16. Okay, then you add all of this. So when you add all of this, it is coming to roughly 60. Okay, 60. Now 60 is the relative molecular mass of the urea. Relative molecular mass of urea. Now we need to find out what is the percentage of nitrogen in urea. Okay, so percentage of nitrogen, here there are 2 nitrogens. So first we will write 60. Okay, in the 60 grams if you are taking of ammonia, how much of the nitrogen will be there? 28 grams will be there. So if for 100 grams I want to know of urea how much nitrogen will be there, then cross multiply
46.67%.
28 by 28 into 100 by 60 we will do, then 46.67% it is coming. Okay, so this percentage will be the percentage of the nitrogen that is present in urea. Okay, so this percentage composition is not so difficult. So all you have to do is first you have to determine that what is the total relative molecular mass of the whatever compound is there, and then what is the relative molecular mass of the atom or molecule that you want to find. Then you see with 100 how much it should be there, cross multiply, you will get the result. Okay, so the next question also you can try. Okay, you try yourself as a homework. Okay, next 2 questions you try yourself and you can check the answers by yourself in the textbook. Next one is the empirical formula. Okay, so one is relative atomic mass, other is relative molecular mass, and now this one is the empirical formula. So I think we will discuss empirical